Alright, so we back at it again. You already know who it is. Alright, so we're going to talk about the fight that just happened between Arthur Beterbiev and Callum Smith. First and foremost, kudos and congratulations to Arthur Beterbiev for getting the 7th round TKO victory. He basically stopped Callum Smith, punched right through him, and got him out of here. And that's basically what it boils down to. This is for the this is for the belts at this is for the belts at one light heavyweight. He's for the light heavyweight champions over here. Beterbiev. The fight took place in Quebec City, Quebec in Canada, and it was a fight that people are going to appreciate. Honestly, it was whatever. It was a cool fight. I had Arthur Beterbiev winning, even though there was controversy at the beginning of the fight. Arthur Beterbiev did test positive for high levels of HGH, human growth hormones, which is basically it's like a PED. Basically, it's a substance. I know what HGH is used for. Professional athletes usually use it for like recovery when they're injured and stuff like that. They use the human growth hormones for recovery and stuff like that. But also HGH it's good for that, as far as like good for recovery and speeding up injuries and stuff like that. But also it could be used for other things as well, as far as like higher levels of testosterone, and there's other aspects that's involved with HGH as well. So Arthur Beterbiev, this guy's pushing like 40, and he's testing. He has high levels of HGH and testosterone inside of him. Especially the testosterone, not a good indication, not at all. So basically, long story short, that's what happened. He ended up fighting Callum Smith, and it was a fight. It was a good fight. First round I had Callum Smith winning that. Second round I had Callum Smith winning that. I think he was just landing the better punches. I think Arthur Beterbiev was trying to figure him out, like basically downloading him, just trying to figure out his movements and his speed and how he goes about certain things in the ring. And basically, that's basically what it all boiled down to. So that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to download this guy, download him, trying to figure him out there, which is understandable. That's what most people do at the end of the day when it comes to boxing, right? You're trying to figure out your opponent, right? So that's what he did. And yeah, so the first 2 rounds I had Callum Smith, and then after that, Arthur Beterbiev started to punch right through him and started to break him down and 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 break him down. And basically from round to round, from 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, all the way right up to the 7th round, it was competitive, but at the same time, it was kind of like, I don't think Callum Smith had much for Arthur Beterbiev. The problem with Callum Smith was, and this is what I see with a lot of boxers, you're getting beaten up, you're getting punched. You're just trying to protect yourself and hold, you know what I mean? Like, try to grab onto your opponent, try to grab him, try to hold on to him, try to do that kind of technique. Like, hold on to your opponent, grapple onto him. That's a technique you can use. You can even do it, trust me, boxers do it excessively. I've seen fighters where they just, throughout the whole entire fight, they're grabbing onto guys. So there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're just going to sit down there and just take punishment, it's like, that's not a good look, man. You see what I'm saying? And the way you're getting beat up in Quebec, right? Like, Arthur Beterbiev's the hometown fighter. Yes, he's Russian Canadian or whatever, right? He's based in the Quebec area, the province of Quebec, right? So you're fighting a hometown fighter. You got to find strategies how to make it a little bit difficult and challenging for him. Arthur Beterbiev, he's flawed. He's a flawed fighter. Yes, he has 20 wins. Yes, he has 20 knockouts. But you could see so many different. I'm looking at little things, and I'm like, oh man, this guy, bro. I'm like, this guy can't fight backwards. He's always going forwards. Can't fight off his back foot. He's always coming forward. You can touch him. He can get tagged, bro. He'll eventually lose, bro. He's gonna fight Dimitri Bivol next, and I have him losing that. Dimitri Bivol is the more superior boxer. You can't sit down here and tell me this guy who's just trying to look for knockouts all the time is going to beat Dimitri Bivol for undisputed. Dimitri Bivol will become the undisputed boxing heavyweight champion of the world when it's all said and done. You see what I'm saying? That's another, I think he's from Kazakhstan and Russia or whatever, Siberia or wherever, the Mongolian people over there. Bivol's one of them. So it's gonna be a good fight, yo. Honestly, I have Demetrius Bivol winning that. I believe he'll beat him. You know what I mean? But as far as Caleb goes, like I wasn't too happy with how it ended for him. Yes, Buddy McGirt had to come in there and stop it. Yes, you got dropped twice in the seventh round, put on your butt. You're folding, your legs were crumbling right down onto you, and you're the taller man. You know what I mean? And then you got up again, and he knocked you again, and then Buddy McGirt said, "Nah, enough's enough. You're not even gonna make it through this, man. You might not even make it. He doesn't want to, you know what I mean, have you go out there on a stretcher, right? And then waking up the next morning in a hospital bed, right? So he wants to make sure that you're good. Good stoppage. I believe he had nothing there. He wasn't gonna beat him, and you know, the legend continues on with Bivol. Bivol, don't be wrong, power, strength, but like this guy just got tested positive with HGH. Like, come on, man. Like, this guy's on performance enhancing drugs, bro. Got caught red-handed, and he's trying to play it off. Like, oh, they're trying to play it off, right? This boxing is a crook sport, like I said before, right? So nothing surprised me in this sport. And they pick and choose who they want to, like, they want to get angry and they want to throw hissy fits about when they get tested positive for performance enhancing drugs in boxing. The guy got caught. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it is what it is. You got caught, and you did another test, and then this, that. You know what I mean? You could pay off these doctors to say anything at this point. So you know what I mean? Let's be real. Doctors aren't freaking super. They're not wealthy people. We already know that. So doctors ain't wealthy people at all. So they got a lot of debt. You know what I mean? So they'll take a little hush money to stay silent, right? And that's just basically what it is, So he ended up they let him fight. They're gonna fight in Saudi Arabia next. I believe the contract is signed. You saw Bob Arum there. You saw Eddie Hearn there. I believe Eddie Hearn will be like, I don't know if Eddie Hearn's representing Bivol for that, and Bob Arum will represent Beterbiev for that, Dimitri. So I'm looking forward to it, honestly. But overall, though, it wasn't nothing difficult for Beterbiev tonight. I thought this was a good fighter. You know what I mean? A good fighter, not a great fighter, not an outstanding fighter. It was a good fighter. He's a tough guy. Never been dropped before, so this is the first time he's ever been dropped. He's fighting world talent, right? So Callum Smith, he was fighting world talent in Beterbiev. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. He ended up losing the fight. But what's next for him? He'll be back. There's a lot of fights that he can do. I'm sure he could fight through Europe. There's fights in the U.S. for him. There's a lot of guys he could fight Joshua Boatse and these cats over there if he wants to. But as far as like Beterbiev, that's that one fight after that. It's one fight. And then after that, he can move up to cruiserweight or do whatever he wants to do. But that's going to be a big payday fight for him out there in Saudi Arabia. I'm looking forward to it. I think a lot of people want to see that fight, so I think it's going to be a good one. Anyways, yo, I'm signing out. I'm getting out of here. I think it's a wrap. The stream is done, or this live, or whatever this is. This post-fight reaction is done. All right. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys shortly. We'll have some more fights coming up in a distant time, so I'll be back with the fights, Look forward to that, all right? I'm signing out. Peace.